So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, regard respect to where you are at the moment. Um, so basically, Nifty 50, we are in the assumption that we might be in a running flat corrective wave. We might be in a corrective wave 1 to 2, and based on how it is worked out so far, it is A and it's a B and the C is going on. So basically, since this B wave went above O, we assumed it could be a running flat, and we are waiting for C to end. Okay. So now the question is, has C ended or not? Yeah. So I'm just now I'm blank as well. To an extent, I'm prepared, but not so much. The sense we would work together and see how my thought process evolves. Maybe it might be a good idea. So, for example, if B to C is a zigzag, and say for example this one is one zig and then a corrective and then, so which means within B to C there should be a B C, yeah, or 1 2 3 4 5, say 1 2 3 4 5, something like that, yeah. So in case, uh, if we assume this is 1 2 3 4 5, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4, and this should be 5, and yeah, we do not know what is happening. So say for example 5 is over already here, or even in within this 5, this is 1 2 3 is not, or 3 until here 3 might be there, and then 4 and 5, and then we have started a next move up, yeah, next, which means then C is already over in this case. Okay, so in this case, what is already over? C is already over. If we assume this is 1, which means maybe we can plot and try to explain. So 0 1 2 3 4 and 5, and we have an impulse. Okay, this is one way of thinking. So if we go further deep into that, yeah, if this is our idea, if we think something like this, like that, then the one that started from here after this correction should be an impulse, yeah, which means it's going up. In that case, what should happen is that, so since we have very less data from here, the after in this assumption, yeah, in this assumption, say for example, this is 1 and 2, and this is 3, 4, maybe then in that case, there should be a gap up tomorrow, and then there should be small correction for wave 2, and then it should go up further. Yeah, that could be one of the possibilities. So in that case, so maybe I'm trying to further explain. What I mean is, so for example, this has got over here, which means wave 2 is completely over, and within wave 3 we are starting from here, yeah, for which wave 1 is happening. For example, if we assume, yeah, if we assume within that 1 2 3 4 5, which, so 5 waves within wave 1, so that should go somewhere up to here, and from there on, gap up should be there first, and then it should close, and then it has to proceed further for next, third wave, yeah. So that is one possibility. But am I in that camp? I still don't have, since we have very less data here. I couldn't totally, I mean, my instinct doesn't say so. My instinct doesn't say so. So in any case, we all know there should be a magnet region. There is a magnet region on expiry where we should reach. We might reach it. Should is a overconfident word. Maybe might reach. Yeah. For example, say April expiry 30th or sometime. Where are we? April 30 is 29. Where is 30? Then 30, 11, 15 here, and yeah. So here, I'm not sure when is the expiry on April month. Maybe somewhere in this zone we are here. If I am when I calculated in the month of April, it was during the max pain based on option chain was somewhere around 2400. Okay, max pain was somewhere around 2400. So this region somewhere here, 24,000 to 2400. So if I look at here, 30th April, I could also see here, yeah, 30th April, 1515. So this one, yeah, somewhere here. So yeah, that was calculated in the past. So if you think we might reach max pain region or during expiry, yeah, the sellers, option sellers will have will get a maximum profit when it reaches a certain point, and that's where they trap all the buyers and try to get more. Yeah, more out of what they have invested during this thing. This is all my assumption. Yeah. So let's see. So in that case, we should get back to somewhere around 24,000 to 24,100 tomorrow. In that case, that is an option. That is an assumption. These are all not only assumptions, and nothing need to be true. So as I said, one possibility is that we have ended. Um, we have ended C. We have ended C. So since this is a running flat, it need not reach here. It can be short and then go back. So in that case, if it's this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 3, and this is 4, and yeah, this is yeah, 5 is here. We have mentioned 5 is here, and then we are going up. So just since this wave 1 2 3 4 5 is a sub wave of B to C, it should be a different color, and it's a sub wave of B to C. So there's a sub level. So but just for clarity and so on, I chose this color. Yeah, for now I will remove it. So the other assumption, so if it's a B2C, if it's over, then we might have a small gap up and then come down, but not up to this level 926, and then we start simply go up and up. Yeah, that's one possibility. The other possibility, if we think, yeah, if we think, you know, we go further down. If we think this is a zigzag, for example, complete one is a zigzag. If we assume that's to be a zigzag, okay, and within this zigzag, this is A, this is B, and C. Okay. In that case, if there's a possibility that only A is over and B is over, C is not over, which means within B to C, there should be A, B, C. Zigzag should be there. So in that case, what I'm trying to say is this is 0, A, B, and C might happen. Yeah, C might happen. um, this is also one other opinion or assumption, yeah, and I'm inclined towards, if I mean at this moment I'm inclined towards this. So in that case, yeah, in that case I expect somewhere around, you know somewhere around 23,865 or something. Yeah, so 20, let's say 20, at least 23,900, 23,860. This is what, based on this trend based Fibonacci extension, I expect somewhere to be 23,865, so somewhere like that. Yeah, and then it has to go. So in one reason, in that assumption, I think it has to be a gap down at least to a mid level and then come reach here and go. There should be a reversal. Why should it be a gap down? Is that it's again an assumption. Why it could be a gap down is that um, so we need to go back to 2400 in such a case. For example, in such a case during expiry, if it has to go to 2400, the timing, yeah, how could it cover slowly from here, come down, and if it has to go, cover everything through the during the market hours, I think it could be a difficult. So in my opinion, if this B2C is not over it, and for example, say this is one within B2C, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4 is done. For example, 5, it could come. Yeah. So in that case, there could be a gap down, and then it will slowly come and finish here, and then there could be a reversal. That is one other um, assumption. Yeah, we had two. Now we have two assumptions. One is this had already started up, moving for the next impulse, or there could be one last wave within B2C, which is a wave 5 or something to complete this zigzag. Yeah, and based on trend based Fibonacci extension. We have this 0.618 level crossed, and then next level maybe I am expecting somewhere around 1. My assumption again, yeah. So these are some levels using during zigzag it might reach, yeah. So these are studies. So based on that, it might reach 0.618 times of a zigzag, or a 1, or a 1.5. This 1.618, sorry, 1.618. But 1.618, I think it's too much. I don't think we might, because if it is 1.618, it is not a, if it reaches 1.618, it cannot be a running flag. In this case, we have went above this. So if it reaches below this, then it cannot be a running flag. Yeah. So in that assumption, I think it might come somewhere here. Yeah. So in that assumption, it might come somewhere here, and then we are going up. For that, it may be a gap down. This is my assumption. Okay. So final conclusion for Nifty 50 is that, in any case, in any case, assumption one, we are going directly here, directly 2400 or above, and settling around the max pain zone, which could, I do not know what is the recent level, but it could be somewhere around 24,000 to 24,100. That is my you know assumption. And the second case is, if it fall gaps down, we have more points to collect. And if it is going to get attracted to the max pain zone, we might go back. Yeah. So we have more points to cover. So these are two things, two possibilities for Nifty 50. Out of which I am more inclined towards it has to come down more and then going up. That's what is my inclination at the moment. Okay. So next, why is that inclination? Is that we can also check the bank index, Nifty Bank. Yeah. So Nifty Bank is a kind of a little bit a different story, in the sense they are the we could say, if what do you call, um, Nifty 50 is a laggard, in the sense it's little bit late to the race. And what I mean here is, Nifty 50, we are still assuming we are in wave 2. Yeah, wave 1 and wave 2, which I can go back and show you once again. So Nifty 50, I am assuming up to here is wave 1, and we are wave 2 still happening, and then we have to go further for wave 3, 4, and wave 3. We have to go a long, I mean, there's a long distance on the upper side for wave 3, 4, and 5. These are all not exact values, these are just assumptions. We have to, along the way, how it goes, we have to adapt and move on from here. So at the moment, we Nifty 50 is we are in wave 2. But in banking, Nifty Bank, you could see here, sorry, you could see here we have covered a lot in the corrective from the top. Yeah, we have already covered a lot. And also, if you check deeply, closely, I could see, you know, if we are this, it has already, the Nifty Bank had bottomed very early, within this A, B, and C. It had bottomed very early than the Nifty 50, and it had started the up move earlier. Nifty 50 and Sensex, Nifty Bank and Sensex in this point. So here in Nifty Bank, if you see 1 and 2, and then 3 is what is over, and 4 is still running, is my opinion. It's my inclination at the moment. Yeah. So if you dig deeper in 4, this is the further thing. In deeper in 4, so within 4, there should be 4 that's happening. In 4 also, I could see one zigzag, and then, I mean, within, if it is a zigzag, one complete zig is over, and then one part of zigzag is over. And then if you say, for example, that's ABC, it's simple to say ABC and zig. Okay, so if I say this is A and this is B, and if C is over or not is a question again. Yeah. So again, what I use is maybe a trend-based extension. We try what is the factor it had covered. It has crossed 0.618. I'm not sure. Maybe it can come down. Is my opinion. Yeah, it could come. What factor? Let's see. Maybe 1 or 1.618. Because if it retraces the previous level of 4, this is the what it means by previous level of 4 is this. Here we had 2 to 3 subwave. Yeah. we had 2 to 3 yeah, impulse wave. In that, this is 1, 2, and yeah, up to here is the 3, and we have 4 here and 5. So now this 4 might touch this 4, the previous level 4, which is 57, 75, something like that. Yeah, some zones like that. Now we are 800 points away. Yeah, so it need not touch, but I'm saying just as a reference. And if we assume this is a flag here, if we assume, and also based on Fibonacci trend-based Fibonacci extension, there's a possibility of coming down up to if it's a factor of 1, we can come up to 57, 431, and a factor of 1.6, it can come up to 56,928. Yeah, that's close to what we are expecting for wave 4. So wave 4 here, yeah, it can go beyond this. Yeah, that's what is the thing. You can touch, also go beyond it. Yeah. So that in that sense, there could be still a possibility of the C not getting completed. Yeah. So now we have spoke about what if the C is not completed, and in case if C is already completed, what might happen? And in case if C is already completed, same case as of Nifty then. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there should be a gap up. Mm, it may or may not be gap up, but it should be fifth wave in here, and then it slowly corrects to 2, small correction for 2. So for example, say here is 1511, which is Indian time 1510. So last 1 hour it's just last say 40 to 50 minutes it's moving up. What is it, 50 minutes really seriously? So oh sorry, just 10 20 minutes, 10 minutes, yeah, 20 minutes max. Yeah, we had an impulse. So maximum for an hour. So I mean, maximum for another half an hour or so, we should have a correction. We should go up and then have a correction within 1 hour, and then it has to further move up. It has to further move up. That is the other assumption. So if you think the C correction is over, then we have to have a 5 and then immediately stop here and go up, up and up. No more coming back below 57, 66, 44. So that is also valid because we took enough time in the correction for Nifty 50. Also here, this is just a fourth wave. This is one reference, previous level 4. It need not touch here. It need not come and touch here. And yeah, so if we assume this wave 4 is over, we have the fifth wave starting, and the fifth wave, um, what matches is that it cannot be at the height of 1 because it is very small. Because if you keep here and try, it is only 660, 364, which is it cannot be a zigzag. Also, it is not a flat. Yeah, for the fourth wave, bigger fourth wave, I mean, A, B. The ending here doesn't make sense. I think it might reach to the top. So it might cover the distance of a third wave. Let's see. Let's measure and check it if there's a possibility. And so we are concluding everything based on checking on all possibilities. Does it make sense? And based on that, we are arriving at a conclusion. That's how this is made. Let's see. So if 4 is ended here, really, it goes up to what point? 63, 767, 37, and so. That's too much, yeah. So you could see here, if it is taking the length of 3, if the 4 has already ended here, it is going too much higher. I don't think that's possible. And if it's here, it's still higher. So if it up to what point? This is, yeah, then 3, it might not take a distance of 3, but 1 is short, 3 is long, and in that case we might have something in between. um, we might have something in between. So the point is, it need not be exactly always wave 1's length or wave 3's length. The point is, wave 3 shouldn't be the shortest one. So we already have the wave 3 bigger than wave 1 in this assumption. Yeah. So this is our wave 3. From here to here is a wave 3. It is already longer. So the wave 5 could be somewhere in between wave 1 and wave 3. That is the point. Yeah. Others are all assumptions. Okay. So we have at this point, if we think wave 4 is already ended, we should not have anything below what 53, 57, 650, nothing below 57, 650 tomorrow. If we think wave 4, this wave 4 has ended, yeah. But in case, so that's why I'm towards the inclination. There might be a gap down tomorrow, and from there reversal. For a bank index, I do not know what is the max pain. So I think I just believe that Nifty 50 bank Sensex are all a little bit interrelated in weighing going move up and down, but just the magnitude varies. Yeah, so we are in, if Nifty tomorrow we are starting the third wave of assuming, yeah, it's all assuming, we are assuming third wave. Banking, if it has to start the fifth wave, either it has already started or it has to fall down and get back reverse. So this is the logic for bank Nifty. So in all case, there is a possibility. Um, yeah, there is a possibility for a good entry level. Yeah, that's I could say. I'm not saying good entry level where, which point, how much, nothing. But according to Elliott, so if the correction wave 4 is over in bank Nifty, we have 5. Yeah, wave 5 that might be there further going up. So Nifty, as I already explained, we might be in the wave 3 when we enter, when it is, when wave 2 correction is over. Wave 2 is over. Wave 2 it's a correction wave. Yeah. So again, Sensex. So Sensex similar to Bank Nifty. This is we are in wave 4. Again, I can simply slowly plot it. So assuming this is 1, 2, and 3 is ended here. 3 has no 3 has ended here, and then 4 is what is running at the moment. Okay. So 4 and then 5. Yeah. So now 4 has ended or not is a similar question in Bank Nifty. So I still think I still think bank this is still has room for correction, which, and we do not have time for that. So I think that can be a gap down. Yeah, there's nothing concrete about it. Yeah? Because there has to be a reversal tomorrow is what I believe. So in that logic, this could gap down and go up. Okay, this is my understanding. Yeah, thank you so much.